John, ahead of the second leg of the playoff semi-final tomorrow at Dens, how's training been this morning with the guys?
No, training was good this morning, yeah. I mean, obviously, there was a very short period of time between Wednesday night and obviously the game tomorrow evening. So, guys were in Thursday morning, just very light. A little bit of video work from the game on the Wednesday night. So, today, again, it's keeping it light, but just getting the guys moving, up to speed a little bit so we're ready to go tomorrow. There's not a lot of time, you don't have, masses of time to do a lot, so it's just trying to get them sharp and get them fresh and get them ready to go, so to speak. So, yeah, they're in, although we lost the game 3-0, the guys are in good spirits, we know what we've got to do, so we're prepared to do that.
Yeah. I mean, just touching on the last game against Dundee and what we might expect tomorrow. You're famed for doing you and Paul famed for doing your homework, your preparation on your opponents, and we got an object lesson from Charlie Adam and what he can bring to the game. Something you'll be focusing on, but not making it the sole focus of tomorrow.
No, because we have got to look after ourselves. We've got to score goals. We'll have to make sure that we're not so open and get done. Charlie had a magnificent game the other night there. I would imagine, I don't watch every Dundee game, but I would imagine that's his best game of the season. The quality that he produced was second to none. So yeah, we obviously have to be aware of him and try to close him down and not give him. He didn't get a lot of space. He's just such a good player that what he had was enough to dig out these passes. So. Yeah, we've got to be aware of that, but we've got to look after ourselves. We're in the situation where we're 3-0 down, and all we can try and do is try and get these goals back as soon as possible. And that's it. I mean, as it is, we're going out, we're beat, and we obviously don't want to go out, so we have to roll the sleeves up, and we've got to go and give absolutely every bit of energy. We've got to be tactically astute, and we've got to look to cause them problems, look to get them nervous, and in an ideal world get a goal that might make them even more nervous. And from there, as long as we've given ourselves sufficient time, you look to get a second goal, and from that point of view, then you're back in the driving seat, and they'll get very, very uptight and nervous and probably panicky. So that's what we've got to do. The situation, we're out, so we're 3-0 down. We've got to have a go. If it ends up 4 or 5-0 down because of the aggregate, then so be it. But it's not what you want. But there's no point in going there 3-0 and sitting back and get beat 3-0 because we're out anyway. So we've got to give it a go.
Yeah. You consistently, I mean, looking at the club, the team's performance throughout the season and the playoffs, you've consistently said right into the last league game that staying up was the main concern. That being said, you must be pleased at how we've progressed and got past Dunfermline and want to continue it as long as possible.
Very much so. I mean, it's been a great season, a fantastic season. I think I said it the other night there. It's been the most enjoyable season I've had. Because of the football, the style of football has been fantastic. Exactly what I wanted. How the team wanted them to play, and they've been magnificent. So that has been the key thing. Of course, along with that, you've got to bring results. Now we've brought enough results to finish third, almost second, very, very close to finishing second, in a highly competitive league. And we've still managed to produce that style of football and produce the results, because the results are important, because without results, I'll end up losing my job, as simple as that. So you've got to make sure that something that you're doing produces results. If you can do it and it's pleasing on the eye and it's entertaining, then you're ticking all the boxes, and that's what we've done. As the season's gone on, teams have got a little bit wiser to what we do, and they've adapted their games to play against us, which is a massive compliment, massive compliment that a team that just come up in League One have now got some of the bigger clubs in the Championship adapting their game to stop us, to actually stop us playing. And Dundee is one of them. Dundee's done that in the last 2 games. They got a goal and then just kind of sat in. And then we've got to break them down, and that becomes difficult. And you probably even see that last night in the game between Man United and Liverpool. Later on in the game, Liverpool's catching them out all the time, and that's football. It's football at that kind of elite level. So yeah, I'm absolutely delighted with the players, the backroom staff. I mean, Paul was magnificent when I was at OFL, and Darren's came along and he's been involved, and the player Dottie, our sports scientist, has been fantastic. Stuart, a physiotherapist, has had a lot to deal with throughout the whole season. Cammy Ross, our strength conditioning coach, he's been working a long time getting Louis Vaughan back, and his big one now is Dave Mackay, getting Dave Mackay back. So I'm been thrilled by this season. It goes without saying that, of course, we would have loved the fans to have been here to see us playing the style of football that we played. For me, it's just been like continually getting better from when we came back here and started this, going. And it just got better and better and better. We have been playing this style of football, but I think we've brought a lot to the championship, and the amount of people that have said to us, how well we've done and how well we've played. Very experienced, football guys have been very, very complimentary. So yeah, we're not perfect, and yeah, we lose goals, and sometimes we shouldn't lose goals, and that's something that we have to continue working on, that we get the balance right between being attacking and very, expansive, but at the same time trying to keep the back door closed. And as I repeat myself there from earlier, even in Man United, can they do that? Playing an expansive game, sometimes they're caught in counter-attacks and transition, and so it's very difficult. It is difficult, but we've done it well enough to finish third in the league, went through the playoffs, 2 great games. We Dunfermline, very difficult games, again very tactical games, again Dunfermline trying to prevent us playing our football and trying to hit us in a counter-attack, which they did fairly well, bar getting the ball in the back of the net. So we've come on leaps and bounds, and the future's really, really bright, and there's a lot of good things happening at the football club. The fans will be able to see when they get back in the improvements that's been done, in and around the stadium. So yeah, it's all positive from me.
Yeah, just picking up on what you said there, other teams adapting their game to suit our style. There's no greater sign of that when the players nominate Regan Hendry as one of the nominees for Player of the Year, and then the managers in the Championship do likewise for yourself and Manager of the Year. Great plaudits to receive from your fellow professionals, whether you're a player or a coach. Yeah,
very much so. From a personal point of view, I'm very grateful to my fellow managers for nominating me and putting me in there beside, Stephen Gerrard, Callum Davison and Davy Martindale. I'm so honoured about that. But again, I'm at the front. We've got the whole backroom staff, the players, everyone connected with it. You guys and RaithTV, you just do a magnificent job, and the football club's about everyone, absolutely everyone. For June, the laundry women, making sure, although there's not been so much laundering to get done because the players are coming with their kit and going away, but cleaning up in the stadium, tidying up in the dressing rooms, and Linda doing that, Laura, Lynn, Brab, Margaret, all the office staff, I've done it, and Karen's came in as the CEO. So all this, it's the whole team that helps everyone, because if it's not right off the pitch, it'll not be right on the pitch, and there's a lot of good things happening off the pitch, and that's helped us, prepare the team, get the team ready to go out on the pitch and produce the football that they've done. And again, I thank the fellow managers for nominating me. Regan Hendry is great again for his fellow players to nominate him, and I'm sure he's delighted. And as a football club, we're delighted to have someone like Regan up there being nominated. Again, it's no better tribute than coming from your fellow team players and also management.
John, I've got to say, that's some roll call there. You ran off a list of nearly of everyone involved at the club. Of course, we've also got to remember the thanks and the input you get from the boardroom, the guys that like from the top down, they make things and keep things going for you in that sense.
No, without doubt, yeah. I mean, they played a massive part. The support that they've given myself and Paul, through everyone knows we've been going through this pandemic now for over a year, and it must have been very difficult at times, especially at the early part of it when you didn't really know what was going on. The club have obviously had to use the furlough system when we were, all in lockdown, and then, fortunately enough, getting a £500,000 grant from the government was obviously very helpful, I'm sure. But the support that we've been given to bring players in January and February, where we could add to the squad to make sure that we could continue to put strong teams out right up until the very last game, and we're still doing that. So we've got to thank them for that support. I'd have to apologise to Eric and Tony for the magnificent job they do with regards to, obviously we've got an astroturf pitch, but they've got to brush it, they've got to keep it up to a good standard. There's a lot of work now with regards to, we've got loads of like 7-a-side goals and mini goals and all sorts of goals that's got to get in and out, and keeping the stadium clean and tidy, and a lot of work going on as well that these guys are having to help with as well. So no, it's absolutely everyone at the football club can take a pat in the back that Marcel and Reagan have been nominated, but it's not just us, it's the whole football club that it should enact.
Obviously, something you said to the mainstream press on the Zoom call the other day there was, after your period of absence when you were in the hospital, it's just great being back. It must be great back involved fully. And when you're in the hospital, you have a lot of time to think to yourself. Are you enjoying it as much as you thought you would enjoy it when you were lying up in hospital waiting for your operation and your recovery?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I think it's probably been even more enjoyable. You do get a little bit of time to think and look back over things, and there's an appreciation of what you've got. That I think I wasn't on death's door by any manner of means, but I was ill. It was a simple operation that went a little bit wrong in the end with the infection that I got, and there was days where you thought, I'm never going to get any better, so when you come back to work and you do, because even when I came back at first I wasn't anywhere near right. I think everyone could see that, but you still have the enthusiasm and the head on to help, but you do get an opportunity, and I think I'm a bit more relaxed as well now, on the touchline. I'm every bit as much a winner as I was, and I don't think I'll ever lose that. But I'm kind of leaving I'm kind of thinking I'm leaving the ranting and raving to one or two others, and even the opposition benches at times I think could be get a chill pill at times, because there's a lot of shouting at the officials. It's incredible actually, and it's obviously heard a lot more now with no fans in the stadium. Maybe it's been drowned out in the past, I don't know. No, but I think I feel a little bit more relaxed than I was, but I don't think I'll ever lose the passion that I've got for the game, and particularly the football club, and everything what we've got here. So I'm very, very appreciative of what we've got and very grateful for what we've got, and I think everyone's got to try and make the most of their time here.
Yeah, great. That's fantastic, John. Thanks for that, and good luck for tomorrow night.
Thank you.